So now it's my pleasure, after just mentioning him, to introduce our faculty speaker tonight. And our faculty speaker is Mr. Johnnie Terry himself. As I mentioned, he's a professor of LGBT studies, humanities and philosophy, and women's studies. He served as the Academic Senate President for 2 terms and is the current Faculty Union President. He also serves on the statewide Faculty Union Board. Johnnie also created at Sierra College the 3rd LGBT Studies Department and the 2nd LGBT Studies degree in the state of California. Please join me in welcoming Johnnie Terry.
Thank you, President Duncan. Looking out over this sea of crimson dresses and hats, I see hours and hours of studying and learning, faculty instruction, counseling, and library services. I see before me the end result of hard work, and it is truly beautiful. We here at Sierra College are struggling to shift our vision. We're striving to also see those students who are not here tonight, the students whose circumstances interrupted their academic aspirations, and honestly, if we don't see the students who disappear, how do we support them? The circumstances that brought me here tonight were tough. With only negative messages in my youth about LGBT persons, my mother attempted suicide when she discovered I was gay. My parents sent me to a psychiatrist who said he could cure me with shock therapy. When I refused treatment, my parents offered me $500 if I would leave the state of Kentucky. With the wisdom of a 17-year-old who knew nothing about rents or deposits for utilities, I spent that money on a one-way ticket to San Diego. I struggled to find my way for years. San Diego City College gave me the life I have today. Eventually, I earned a BA and MA from San Diego State University, but they taught me a version of reality in which I never really existed. I didn't see myself reflected in any of the coursework that they taught me. Students who are or have struggled with housing insecurity, I see you. Students who are or have struggled with attaining your academic goals without family support, or while you are trying to support your family, I see you. We see you. Maybe no one has ever told you, but you are enough, you are worthwhile, and you are not your circumstances. I know you're probably thinking that the direction of my words tonight is, my start was rocky, but look where I am, you can do it too. This could not be further from my point. The truth of the matter is, class of 2019, you don't need a speaker from the stage to give you inspiration. Instead, look to your left and right. When I think of the founding parents of all of our LGBT work at Sierra College, it was a band of intrepid students who demanded that we meet their needs as LGBT students, and the district always rose to the occasion. These students, to name a few, were Ryan Perino, Jesse Archer, Abe Wagner, Robert Belmont, and Edith Evans. Continuing in their footsteps, this semester I was inspired by the courage of Angel, a young gay man who lives at the intersection of some very powerful identities. A proud son of a large Mexican family who loved to dance in traditional costumes of his heritage, but who suffered an accident that left him disabled. When I first met Angel, he was scared to walk onto the campus. He was afraid people would stare at him and stare at his gait. This semester, he completed my LGBT1 class and in person on campus. I strive to emulate Angel's courage and devotion to his family. Nicole Morales is a brilliant student with a very kind and loving heart. She knows exactly who she is, and she has the confidence to attain her goals. I met her moms at the Second Chance Prom this past week, her 2 moms, and it is no wonder that Nicole knows who she is. Viselda Martinez. If I looked up the word fierce in the dictionary, it would read Viselda. Never afraid to speak truth to power, Viselda's voice never shakes. She shows me the courage that I want to emulate in my work. You should know that not all of the students I'm mentioning are LGBT. This semester, my symbolic logic class, not an LGBT studies class, formed a very tight-knit bond as we constructed 40 to 50 line deductive proofs on the whiteboard. And they not only made room for me to be my authentic self every day, but they fondly teased me on a regular basis. I too felt like I belonged in that class. I was evaluated this semester, and one of these logic students anonymously gave me the best comment I've ever received in my 20-year history of teaching at Sierra College. That comment said, "Johnnie Terry is a very cool homosexual." If you are going to be a homosexual, that is top shelf. Class of 2019, I learned very early in my career that when I went in search of the role model that I never had, I looked to you. And I predict that in a not too distant future, you will be standing on the sidelines of an arena like this, watching your child graduate from college, a child that you would never send away to fend for themselves. And at the end of that day, you will be looking over a dish of celebratory cake and ice cream at your kid, and you will say, "You know, when I graduated from college, the professor who addressed us said that we inspire him." You'll shake your head and say to your kid, "You know, he was right. We did good." Class of 2019, you give me hope. Congratulations on the first of a long line of achievements.
Thank you very much, Professor Terry, for those heartfelt words. I now want